Hey everybody, this is the video that's going to help you navigate Blackboard for ELF 681, Philosophy of Higher Education. As I said in the first week in our class, we're going to use Blackboard quite a bit just as an organizational tool, but also a place where you'll submit your assignments, where you'll be able to find any background information, some supplemental readings each week, and where you'll find all of the announcements and just basically all of the information that's pertinent to the class. So we're going to be using it quite a bit. So I thought that it would be, even though I know that most of you all said that you have experience with Blackboard, it'd just be good to show you what we have on our shelf. So what you're seeing here is the page that is labeled Start Here. I'm going to post this video to that page, and I'll make an announcement about that. So it'll look a little different here in about 5 minutes, hopefully, but it will have this video at the top, and everything else will remain the same. So these are some good background information about how to use Blackboard, what kind of software you need to have, and external tools, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to move down the tabs here. Just a note, what I've tried to do is keep these as minimal as possible, just not to clutter and not to confuse you. As I said last Thursday, if I ever add anything, I will show you in class and we'll discuss it, and I'll make an announcement. That way it's very clear that something's been added and why, okay? But I don't anticipate needing to do that. So first things first, here is our syllabus tab. No surprise here. There's the syllabus. So all you have to do is click on that. We went over that in great detail on Thursday. I'm not going to go over that again, but that's where the syllabus will live. That is our official syllabus. It looked like most of you all had a hard copy, but this will live here for the rest of the semester. Moving on down the list, faculty information. As I said on Thursday, I think it's good for you all to have a little bit of information about me and why I am teaching the class, who I am, that kind of thing. So that's what's in there. The announcements page is probably the most active page. That's where I will post everything that I send out to the group. You can see where the top announcement, that's the last group email I sent out, is the week 2 preview video. Every time I post an announcement, I send an automatic email to you all. So every time you all get a group email, it's going to be housed here as well, and it'll just be archived. I think that's good practice. And obviously, individual emails won't be archived here, but group will. So, course content and schedule tab. This is probably the heaviest in terms of content, and you'll probably use this the most. I'm just going to run down what is included here. This first tab, the office hours and help session. So I had our first on Sunday night, and not surprisingly, because it was the first week, nobody really felt like they needed to do that, which is fine. But this will become another active link this upcoming Sunday night. So obviously September 2nd, you can see there will just be an active link which says join the room. I think I have it set to where you can join up to 15 minutes early. So again, it's no pressure. It's just an opportunity for you all to check in, ask questions, make comments, get some clarification every Sunday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Okay? And again, that will be up all the time. The other piece is the weekly videos tab. I'm just going to, again, for redundancy's sake, I post the weekly videos here just so we have a running list of them. Now, discussion board questions. Again, these will only appear as at the start of the week in which they're due. So right now, we're working on discussion board question 1, and your first response is due by class on Thursday, and of course your second response to a classmate is due by Sunday night. But after it's due, it will remain up, and I will post discussion board question 2 at the week that's due. So all you do is you click on the link for DBQ1, and if you wanted to respond, you would just click Create Thread, and you can start writing your response. So you might want to label it Response from Matt, and then here's what I think. Okay, and then once you're done with that, all you would do is click Submit. You can also attach any files, or if you wanted to include an article or something that you read that you thought folks might find interesting, something like that, you can include that here, but you would just click Submit. Okay, so I'm not going to actually do that because I think that'll be a little confusing if I post that. But we're going to go back to our content file. So I showed you this. I have all of our readings posted here. I posted them in chronological order that they will, in terms of when we'll be reading them. So Hagman was our first week. Aston is this week, week 2, and then it'll go on down the line. I've got them all posted for the rest of the semester. If we decide, if there is a supplemental reading that I feel like would be really pertinent, excuse me, just based on conversations or questions that we're having in class, I'll let you know. I'll post it here, and I'll let you all know that that happened. But that for now, those are our supplemental readings, and then of course you all have the book. And then we go on down the line with our weekly content. So week 2, I'm always going to have what you need to read, what our topic is, and anything that might be due. And then of course I have our reading posted here as well. So on to the assignments. These are, of course, everything that would be due for the entire rest of the semester. So it's got a brief description and background for each of these assignments. You can click on, let's just use philosophy or reflection A, excuse me, as the example. So you can see, if you click on it, you can see the due date. You can see how many points are possible. Again, the description, and you can either attach a file or you can write your submission here, whichever you feel like is easier. And you can add any comments to me if you'd like, and then this is where you'll submit. So I will receive all of your submissions via this portal, okay? And again, if you go back, that's the same for all of our assignments throughout the rest of the semester. There's also a University Resources tab. A lot of really important university-based resources. We talked about some of these in class, but there are some additional here that are not included in the syllabus. Are really important as well. And on down to, oh, I just want to say, by the way, do take a look at those resources, and if you feel like you need to use any of those and you're not sure exactly how, just let me know and I can probably help navigate that. And then finally, my grades, not finally, but my grades, this is obviously where your grades will be. So you can see all of these are upcoming because none of them are due yet. And of course, there are no grades posted because none of them are due yet. But eventually, this will post as grades, and then you will have a total grade at the top, and I'll have the percentage as well for your course. Okay, so tools. There's a lot here. I'm not going to go through everything. Probably the most pertinent for us is, or the one we'll use the most, excuse me, here is the Blackboard Collaborate and my grades. But Blackboard Collaborate, that's another place where you can go to find our weekly office hours and help session. Okay, so again, it's not live yet, but you could join it starting Sunday night. And then there's just 2 more library research, library research, which will take you externally from our shell, but of course this is going to be really helpful when you all start writing some of your papers. And then finally, help from Blackboard, just in case this video isn't doing the trick. Here's a good place where it's got just a ton of good information to help you navigate. Okay, so that's it. So again, I'm going to post this video here. I'll probably make an announcement that I've done that, but this is where this video will live. So if you ever find yourself struggling, where in the world did Matt put something? Why in the world is this tab here? Just go to this video and hopefully it will be helpful. All right, so thanks for your attention, and I'll see you on Thursday night.